Out of the 118 known chemical elements, only half a dozen, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, make up 96% of all living matter. The tremendous diversity on Earth is mainly because of carbon's ability to make chains, and thus create a wide variety of structures. Carbon can make various shapes, like chains and branches, and even circles. Around 90% of all carbon compounds are organic compounds. As we're here talking about all various kinds of shapes, sizes, and structures, the most basic of all living matter, the most basic unit of life is the cell. However, to simplify our understanding, we have to break it down further into a simpler atomic level. And here understanding a little basics of chemistry starting with carbon comes in picture. My name is Gargi and let's get started. Carbon is a relatively lightweight atom with 6 protons and 6 neutrons in its nucleus. Carbon's atomic structure has 2 electrons in its inner shell and 4 out of the 8 electrons in its outermost shell. For carbon to maintain its peaceful balanced state, it either needs to gain 4 electrons or lose 4 electrons. To complete its shell, carbon makes bonds with any number of atoms. When an atom gives up or gains electrons, it becomes either positively or negatively charged due to the unequal number of protons and electrons. Now, the atoms are called ions and the bonds they make are called ionic bonds. For example, water, with 2 hydrogen atoms bounded with 1 oxygen. The hydrogen is both of the hydrogens are partially positively charged and the oxygen is partially negatively charged. Another way how carbon can gain its balanced state is by sharing electrons. This is known as covalent bonds. The covalent bonds can be polar or nonpolar. Nonpolar covalent bonds, sharing of electrons is equal. In polar covalent bonds, one atom shares electrons more strongly than others. This creates a delta positive or a delta negative charge. When a polar covalent bond is formed, the resulting molecule has a partially negative charge towards the atom that attracts the electrons more strongly. Carbon makes 3 types of covalent bonds. In single covalent bond, carbon shares one electron, for example, methane. Double covalent bond, carbon shares 2 electrons. For example, carbon dioxide, in which carbon shares 2 electrons with oxygen. In triple covalent bonds, carbon shares 3 electrons. For example, hydrogen cyanide. In addition, carbon can form bonds by itself. This is known as catenation. You can find these bonds in many forms like carbohydrates, which gives us energy, and amino acids, which is a source of protein, and many more.